All right, Spirit Child 1723. Welcome, guys, girls, and all that are here. Um, Came across something. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're new to Tarot, I came across this definition that I kind of like. So it says the question is: so what are Oracle and Tarot cards? Right? Fair enough. Cards are used as a tool for self-reflection and personal insight to explore one's thoughts and feelings on a deeper level, leading you to be the best version of who you are. All right? It's about self improvement, self transformation, soul growth, ascension of your soul, all that. So, those of you who've been watching Tarot for a while, sorry, but for those of the people that are new or just checking it out or stumbled across it, there's a little bit of a definition. People, returning to the channel, thank you, much appreciated. Doesn't go unnoticed. Um, we have gotten the subscribers from 4.5% to 7.2%, I think, and I'd like to see 12%. I redid the description and kind of categorized it. So if you're just looking for an answer in one category, you might be able to see it easier. I'm not sure. All right, we're up to Taurus for September. And I'm switching the Angel Tarot deck that I'm using. And we're going to get 4 cards for Taurus in the month of September. Got the Queen of Air for the first card. Hope everyone's doing all right in the southern states where we are here, approaching the unofficial end of summer and going into fall. Not quite, it doesn't follow the calendar, but Labor Day, if you kind of trace it back to some of the pagan holidays, it followed the farmer's cycle, and it was the last pick of crop usually. And there, some crops that you could get 2 turns out of, some 3, but Labor Day was like a festive time, where they gathered their food, took you know endless amount of time to store, preserve, whatever, transport, sell, um, have food that could last them the winter, along with what they were hunting for. Anyways, I don't know. Just looking for the 4th card, and my mouth's going. I only had one cap. You got a wow. You flipped 3 cards and threw one on the floor. Excuse my bald head. I'm gonna go down and get that card because it is part of your reading, and it's the 2 of air. Decision time for somebody. All right, Torres. September. What we got? And I gotta double check this microphone. Make sure there's a green light. If I made a loud noise in your ear, I apologize. But I recorded Virgos, the whole thing with no audio. But I left the cards on the table, redid it. Anyways, here we are. We're in the moment now. Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, witty, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. I don't know. This person here is like about business. She's looking in her crystal ball. There's a unicorn that's filled with energy. Air is, that's part of her vision. You know what I mean? That's part of her strength. Um, she's talking about being witty, intellect, right? This is the swords in the regular tarot. This is a real neat card. Let's see what it's followed by. Objective decision making. So this is a female that's pretty intellectually smart and developed, right? But spirit can be spiritual too, for sure. All right, we have a release card, Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. I was going to say, I think it's uh, sometimes considered the angel of death, right? It's there to come grab your soul or something, or help you cross over. And this is saying the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So a lot of people are ascending. Some people are getting sick. Some people know about this. Some people don't. It's new to them and they freak out when it first starts happening. But, you know, to move along with what's going on, kind of at the same time as the 3D, right? The 5D's progressing and there's a 4D, like a mix of the earth energy and the spiritual energy. And in that 4D, to move along and not get left behind, your vibration has to come up, you know. You don't have to. You can be left behind, or come back for another cycle. But like the slow and the dying gonna be left behind. This is great. It seems like you went through, you know, lessons and have let go of it and you're ready for new. And then we have the 10 of fire. Look at that. Look at that, Taurus. Nice. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress related health concerns. So this is saying overdoing it, but you're accomplishing a lot and there's a balance you can strike. This is the same as wand energy. This is about your ambitions, your passions. Might be for me too. No, I'm not Taurus. But for some of you, you're overdoing it. You're going to burn out. Might be doing 2 full-time jobs and a side gig and starting up a business and exercising and doing other things and sleeping 2 hours a night. And that ain't going to work. And then it brings you to the 2 of air. So there's a decision to be made back in the mental energy. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there's no problem. I see it as it's time to make a decision, right? Time to pick a path. Because it's mental energy, air energy, sword energy. They say you're stuck up in your head. Let's see what's going to come out in the next row, next 2 rows, really, for Taurus in September. Again, appreciate the viewers, appreciate the subscribers. Even if you just stop by and watch in 5 minutes, I appreciate you too. My energy's good. I got a Japanese pillow. I used to have one 20 years ago. I don't know why I waited so long to replace it, because it's worked good for me in the past, and I enjoyed it last night. Got like wheat hull. That's it. Wheat hull. Almost like sleeping on popcorn. Kernels. Anyways, date. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. So if this is you or your person, the 2 of air is a decision to move on, and this is an action step, is like date someone else. Underneath release, not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. So the cycle that you're processing, or the feelings, the wounds, the healing, the emotions, the people, there's still some anger there. There's still some frustration. Why didn't it work? Why did I invest so much time? Why? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying that with you. I'm not exempt. I'm here on this 3D ride along with you. So I'm not trying to make light of anyone's pain. Believe me, I've had my share. And then the 10 of fire, where there's abundance of passion, that can be the sacral chakra being overcharged, and you got to be careful because it'll walk you into addictions, and then you won't realize everything that's going on until you got something you can't let go of or get rid of. And underneath it, we have seduction. So somebody's addiction could be alluring people in, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. So again, if this is you, in the 10 of fire, you're going to get burned out. You're not going to be healthy to go to work. If you're going out all the time and, partying and, doing all kinds of whatever, just living that, kind of carefree single, lifestyle that's a little, word slipping me. But anyways, it's talking about seduction, talking about luring people in, and takes a lot of energy for that, and it takes a lot of energy to keep going with it, and then someone that has multiple, because this is talking about addiction, going from person to person, they never process some of the feelings and emotions that go along with the different people they let in and out of their energy. And again, you're adults, you're in the 3D world, and you have cooperating partners, and you have everyone, you got one for every day of the week, and everyone's on the same page. God bless. God bless you. Live it out, man. Live it out. But for those that kind of went that way for the first time and then realized, like, hey, this ain't working for me, you know, you got to maybe get help with the behavior, or, counselor, therapist, 12-step meetings, for love, romance, sex. Anyways, the next row has unconditional love underneath date. 42 card. That's a 6. You add it up. So there's only love. You're worth loving. So this is talking about making a commitment to yourself, being in your own energy, being authentic with yourself, realizing that you have value, you're trustworthy, you're loyal if you're working on yourself. Then we have spiritual protection, which is a 57 card, which adds up to 12, and then it's a 3. And I don't even know why I'm doing this, but that's usually Ascended Masters for me, calling in Archangel Michael to protect yourself. So that is the go-to, for protection energy, to help you cut cords if you need assistance. You know what I mean? Help you put white light around your aura to protect you. Saint Michael is the go-to patron for police and firefighters, everyone that puts their life at risk for our safety. There's different ways to get spiritual protection. You work with, what works for you and what you've developed for a spiritual path, right? Okay, underneath the seduction, you can't make this stuff up. These readings today have been very easy flowing. So underneath seduction, we have unwanted attention, 27, which is 9, end of a cycle. You have received this card because you may be receiving unwanted attention. Sometimes other people have stuff in their energy that tries to pull you into just physical lust. They ain't gonna give you any more. They ain't gonna treat you well. But they want to get with you, and just knowing your energy a little better, or knowing if you have a problem with this, that you got to come up with a plan to avoid temptation. We're all human, you know what I mean, and we all have our moments of weakness. That's what the count, that's what the Antichrist, counts on, is you being weak in the flesh. Okay, Taurus. So we did Leo, Virgo, Capricorn. Now we're doing Taurus. All right, guys. Let me get 3 cards here to close this up. Stay optimistic about your love life. 2 more cards, Spirit. Please and thank you. We have 1, children's effect in your love life. And then we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, being in the now. And when you go out on that date, being in the present, not thinking about the one that's done and might have hurt you. You bring that to the table with a new date, and they feel it a mile away. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So just keeping your thoughts right, being positive, you know what I mean, and taking positive as well as other feedback when you do go on a date. You know, it's hard not to take it personal, but you know, someone's saying, "Hey, this ain't right for me." You don't have to pursue any further. You know, trying to convince them otherwise is just staying in frustration. You know, for the most part, you'll know. You know, you'll know. And sometimes people take off from your life, right? Best thing is to let them take off. Let them take off. Go find whatever you need to find for yourself. If I ain't it, please don't put me through the motions of, you know, out of convenience, you know. Children, your love life is being affected by children. This could be inner child. This could be actual children that, you know, people need to have babysitters. People need to be able to have their kids brought to karate and dance lessons. And, you know, they always say like a single mother, you know, her main attention is going to be her children. So if you're coming from the outside to date a person like that, you know, they're my experience, right, is if their kids don't get along with you, they ain't gonna put too much energy towards you, you know. If their pets don't like you, they might not put too much energy towards you. Just saying that lightheartedly, kept Taurus. And then attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So stay optimistic, go out on those dates, and attract the right person by being yourself, you know. All right, to close this reading, Taurus, for September, we're going to get one card from the Soul Coaching card, and let's see what we got for you. Hey, yours came out fast. Oh, passion. I passionately accept and love myself. Oh, they're talking about being a relationship with yourself, loving yourself. So, you know, someone else can be magnified by the love you have and being around you, being in the moment, all that stuff. Those are tools to just appreciate the day and appreciate others, you know, and give compliments. You know what I mean? When you honestly feel something, you honestly feel someone looks good, tell them they look good today, you know. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. You know, you might be tempted by your past situation because it's easier, but you know, this reading's pointing towards going to something different and moving on. Um, Appreciate everyone who's subscribed, liked, commented, all that stuff. We'll see you next month. If your reading happens to have the most views for top 3 signs, most viewed, we'll get a bonus reading for September. Other than that, we'll see you next month. Have a good one.